Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, where today you see we have the amazing Yamaguchi Rebel Tech Spider-Gwen from Marvel, obviously. And I just wanted to show off the box because I like the new box style that they went with Moon Knight and like all the new reissues they're doing. But this is just what you know when you know Rebel Tech. Like you just see amazing Yamaguchi, obviously, but you just see all the shit that they throw at it. They just you got graphics all around it. You got figure shots, you know. And I kind of was more excited about the box than the figure in this case because it's got some amazing quotes on it, but one in particular I love. So you got, "I'm being responsible, Dad." Sounds like something she might say, right? "Kill you? Why would I kill you?" Also sounds like something she might say. I know, but I'm fine. Absolutely not in danger." Maybe she's saying that to her dad. But this, it's big American cheeseburger time. I love it, dude. I just love it so very much. And yeah. And then you just got all like the effects and stuff. But yeah, I just kind of like these boxes. This is what I knew Amazing Yamaguchi for. And speaking of the box, let's get into it. Just have to open up my knife and open it up. Oh, this one doesn't have any tape on it on this one. That's cool. Okay. I'm just going to take it out right here on camera, I guess. Oh, and I just ripped the box a little bit. Fudge. Okay, now we got it all out. And the insert came out with it, so. And then the insert is just like more graphics. So yeah, I used to like this stuff a lot. And you can just kind of hang that up if you wanted to, or put it behind the figure. If I can pull the tape off, that'd be cool. And then hers is her hanging upside down in the city, and then you have more graphics on the lip of it for each side. But enough about the pretty packaging. We can get into the actual figure. So this is how she comes. She comes in like a sassy pose, which is cool, I guess. She comes with her amazing Yamaguchi Rebel Tech, base they all come with that no one ever talks about. But these are better than the Mafex ones. I'll give you that. Way better than the Mafex ones. So let's just take her right out, because this is my first amazing Yamaguchi female figure. So I just want to learn how to use her, just like I had to do with the Moon Knight, because it's also an older figure. So I hear the articulation scheme was a lot different back then. So, as normal, you can just pop them apart and pull out all the plastic. I'm actually going to do that off camera. Alright, so now we got her all stood up there, semi-neutral-ish, but, old amazing Yamaguchis are kind of hard to do that with, I hear. Let me change the light, and we'll get that a little bit better on her. And I just want to... We'll get into articulation first, because that's kind of like what you come to an amazing Yamaguchi thing for, is you just want to see how articulation works. So, as far as the arms, they can go up to there very well, and then you can obviously, manipulate it to shift up and do more that you need. And then, it goes all the way around like I showed. You got a single jointed elbow that works almost like a double, I think. Yeah, you got pretty good range on those. And then you got head movement that she can look up to there, but she can look down that far, really far too. Like, it's got a weird insert around the neck. So maybe if you pop that off, because I think this kind of might work. I have the Moon Knight, so the hood on it might work a little similarly. So I want to see how that works. You could take it off. Okay, we'll get to that in the accessories, I guess, because I don't know if I don't want to take the hood off right this second. But yeah, like I said, you can look up. We'll just do the base form of articulation. You can look up that far, and then like manipulate it so she looks up even farther, and then you can look down that far. Got good head tilt. Well, mediocre head tilt for an amazing Yamaguchi, but still. And then you can crunch forward that far. Crunch back it out that far, which is still pretty good. You got tilt in the torso, twist. You got a joint there and a joint there independent of it. So altogether, yeah, you get pretty good range. And then the legs, she can kick out that far forward, and then you can kick out that far out, but you're gonna be having to use that if you want to get a real good kick out. And that can go all the way around. You've got a double jointed knee, well, a single joint that works like a double joint, and then you just got the, you know, hinge and swivel on the foot. And then it's the same for the hands. The hands are a little loose on her, so I'd be careful. And then you got the toe joint, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna get into the accessories too now. So out of the package, she comes with these like style pose hands, because those aren't really wall crawling hands, I wouldn't call them. But I think those might be her wall crawling hands, so we're gonna call them wall crawling hands. That's the closest you're getting to a wall crawling hand with this figure. And then for accessories, you get these web hands, like flipping hands. You get one for each, and then you get. Let me clear a space first. Oh my god. And then I'm gonna just get the accessories out in the open here. I have so much stuff surrounding me right now. My area is definitely very messy. So it's fine. Let me just throw this over there. Okay, and then next for accessories, you got these hands. You got fisted hands, obviously, one for each. And obviously another thwip hand. And then with the thwip, there's holes in it that you can plug the web accessory you get with. I'll show those off in a second. And then for the other hand, you get this like maybe pointer finger. You could use this more as a wall crawling kind of than those, in my opinion, but this is meant for the phone, maybe? Yeah, this is meant for the phone accessory you get. But, it's escaping me. You get these in conjunction with each other. These two go together. She, like, holds the phone, and then you use the other one to, like she's, like, scrolling. You could use this as a finger hand, too. And then this is for the web lines that she comes with. So, as far as webs, like I said, you get a thwipping effect. It goes into, oh, that's the wrong hand. You get the one that plugs into this. And she only gets one of these, sadly enough. So, you know, you can't do a double thwip, sadly. But I'm not really going to use these web effects anyway. I have custom webs. And then you got the, like, curly web that she can hold, like, the flips around her. And then you got this one that plugs into, they actually can plug into the fists. So the fists aren't just fists, they're also web holding hands, which is really cool. But I'm not going to use that because I have custom webs, like I said. And then you get alternate heads. For alternate heads, you get a more angry Gwen, more like determined. Get a more inquisitive, you know, confused. And then you get the most amazing head that any figure will ever come with. You get the Gwen head. No, I'm obviously just kidding. This head is terrible because on its own, it looks nice. They all look very nice. But just the way it attaches, it just looks strange. And I'm going to stop the recording while I do this. So it'll take a few seconds for you guys. It might take a few minutes for me. And then that's what the head looks like on her. Yeah, like I said, it's really bad. And then you also get this, which plugs in the back, just like the stand would. And then you can put it on like a fridge or something. And this is a really strong magnet, unlike the one that Mayfix puts in their figures' feet. This one's really strong. It just don't want to plug in the back of the back, but you know, if with a little force, you can get it in there. And then it just, you know, I'm actually recording this on top of a Mezco 10, so you can just see how it's very strong. So yeah, I'm going to take her head off, and then we'll get into size comparisons. Okay, and before we get into size comparisons, let's just take an overall look at the figure and just look if there's any paint splotches and see how clean it is. Looks a little uneven right there, the like back spikes, and then yeah, I think it's pretty clean all things considered. You got the web lines in the hoodie, on the arm, on the side of the arm. I kind of wish that would have been like pink right there, but I get why they couldn't do that. I'm not a big stickler for that type of stuff. So yeah, she looks nice, and people like to shit on this figure from what I've seen and say it feels like a bootleg and feels like off-brand Amazing Yamaguchi. I think this figure feels fine. Sure, it's not the best figure ever, and they've definitely made steps in the right direction, but I like this figure. Alright, so first we're going to start off with the figures that I'm sure people want to see her with. We're going to start off with the... We're going to do the, just this Peter, this regular Spidey. We're not going to do the Amazing Fantasy. We'll do the Renew Your Vows body, because this is probably the body you'd see her with anyway. But, I mean, if you're doing a Spider-Verse display, you might see her with the Amazing Fantasy body. But this is more important in terms of it, and I don't want to get every Spider-Man figure out right now. So, and then next, we have the very, very important figure that you want to see her with, Miles Morales. And as you can see, she's about the same size, so this really works together. So I do recommend getting this over the Marvel Legends, because the Marvel Legends is terrible in my opinion. Like, just Marvel Legends females up until recently haven't been up to par, and even still they're not the best figures ever made for females. So yeah, this is a better replacement, and they work well, because she's a little bit taller than Miles, but that's okay because she's normally a little bit older than Miles. So yeah, I like that. And then we're gonna go more Spider-Man characters. Obviously, we're gonna do the Mafex Peter, and you know, this is about closer to the Amazing Fantasy size, so as you can see, still a little bit bigger. And then we're gonna go the black suit, and yeah, they look cool together. Take the black suit away, and we'll take the P away. Well, the regular P, I mean. And then next we're gonna go Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse. And yeah, she's still taller than him, a lot taller than him in this case, because this is more like an older Gwen. I'd say like a 7, opposed to being like 13, she's like 17, I'd say, in the comics. And then we got Ben Reilly. And yeah, this is probably a team up I'll do. These, well, along with the next figure I'm going to show, because this dope as shit. And yeah, so I just do recommend getting her over the comic book Gwen from Hasbro Marvel Legends, because I really like this figure, and this is the look I went for, because I don't buy movie figures normally. Into the Spider-Verse has been the only movie figure I've bought something for, like, I bought a figure from, and that's just because that movie really is near and dear to my heart, along with Deadpool, and they mean a lot to me, so I had to buy figures of them. I mean, I don't have a movie Deadpool figure, but I will when Deadpool and Wolverine comes out, probably. And then next, the only other Spider-Women I have are Spider-MILF, aka Spinneret, and Silk, but I don't want to grab Spinneret right now, so I grabbed Silk instead. I like her more as a character anyway. I love Silk. I don't care what anyone says. Silk is a badass. And then, well, while we do that, come on, man. We'll go with the old Wolverine figure. Hold on, let me pull them out. With the Mezco hands on him. They're not really on him, but they're on him enough that I can, in shots, have him on some claws, because his claws are lost. And yeah, so they're about the same size. And then next we're going to go the only Amazing Yamaguchi figure I have, other one I have. We're going to do the Moon Knight. And yeah, these won't be the only two I have for long, because once the Age of Venom comes out, that Age of Venom is catching my eye, boy. Oh my god, I wanted that before the Moon Knight. When I knew about them both about the same time, I'd say. I wanted the Moon Knight less, because I just love that way that Age of Venom looks. And then, yeah, As you can see, they're two amazing Yamaguchi figures with white hoods. I swear I'm not building anything bad. I swear. Probably shouldn't have said that, but it's just a joke, guys. It's just a joke. And then next we're gonna get into. I show them off with some Mezcos, but first we're gonna go SH Figure Arts. We got a Luffy, and yeah, she's a little bit taller than Luffy actually. His knees are bent and all everything, but I'm not getting him on pose right now. That's as good of a pose he's getting. And then we got Naruto. And yeah, see, they're like in the same group. And then next we'll go a Mezco Goat Cyclops. Goat Clops. And then we'll just go Deadpool. And yeah, they're appropriately bigger than her, so that's good. And then just for shits and giggles, I guess we'll do the Mezco Wolverine, which I love this figure. If it was shorter, it would be perfect. Like I've said a gazillion times. And then we'll just go, since she's technically in Fortnite, we'll go Mousels. And that's what she looks like next to the other figures. So yeah, overall, this figure is pretty freaking dope. And I really recommend getting her if you need a good Gwen. And you want a good comic Gwen, let's say, because obviously there's better Gwen figures out there that aren't Hasbro. But the Mezco is coming up, and the Mezco looks okay. She's kind of ugly, but she looks okay. I'm never going to use her unmasked anyway. No one can seem to get a Gwen masked head, right? I think Hasbro can get it kind of close, and then, you know, even Sentinel kind of shit the bed with their movie Gwen, but there's not really that many good comic Gwen figures, so this is kind of your only other option besides until the Mezco comes out. And I will mention, for this joint, it is split into pink, but obviously the pin going into it had to be white, so yeah, it's not great, but... And then for switching out the hands, it's really freaking easy. You just literally slide it in, you know, and be good. Yeah. Okay, there you go. And I know I didn't show that many Spider-Verse type characters, but now that that Moth-X Spider-Man 2099 is coming out, I don't know if I'll get the Mezco, because the Mezco is like a holy grail of mine, but I don't know if I want to pay $200 for that when I can just buy the other one for like $80. But yeah, overall, she's a great figure, and I have two other figures that came today. I ordered these on my birthday. I'm gonna just review them all today, like just take a look at all of them today, because I've been waiting for these figures forever. And she was like $40 on Plaza Japan, so get on that. You can get her for like less than $50. And then if you're buying figures in bulk anyway, it's gonna even out. So yeah, the shipping will take it back up. But if you're gonna buy a couple other Mafexes, which are normally like less than like $70 on there, I really recommend getting that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you around.